Good morning. It is Saturday morning, August the 20th, 2016. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. I am outside this morning on the patio, but I'm not too far out because it's sprinkling rain. I'm under my RV cover. This is my home base. I have full-time RV and have done it for 23 years. It's about 7:50 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is sprinkling rain, temperature about 70. Which is very nice for this time of the year, unbelievably so for Central Texas. And anyway, I did a lot of videos yesterday, and I got a lot of comments. Some of them were about this. They say it's not a movement; it's just a choice, but it's called MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way. And anyway, I got a comment from, I guess, a lady. She said there's also FGTOW, females going their own way. I'm sure there would be. And next thing there'll be transsexuals going their own way, and bisexuals going their own way, and queers going their own way, and question marks going their own way, and, you know, everybody's going their own way. It's wonderful. We got a football team, and everybody's doing their own thing. Can you imagine that? You get a football team on the field, no one knows the plays, and nobody knows what anybody else is going to do, but you're going to try to win the game. That's kind of what's going on in the USA today. Everybody's on their own team, and nobody's on the team. So anyway, this lady says, I think it's a lady, says, in defense of women, women were not able to work in careers and make enough money to support themselves until more recently. True. My choices upon graduation, secretary, nurse, teacher. Not until the 1990s were women accepted into professions such as doctor, lawyer, CPA, manager, etc. They had little choice except to marry and let the man support them. As a matter of survival, pregnant women were fired. Women were not generally allowed to obtain mortgages and small business loans. Even when I was married and applied for a mortgage with my husband in 1978, the bank lender wanted me to specify what type of birth control I practiced. Not all women enter relationships to take advantage of men and vice versa. That's all true. I lived through that era. And but you know, things change comes slowly, okay? Change. And we're evolving even as we speak. And what are we evolving? What's the next stage? Well, we'll be sexless. And that's where we're headed right now. We're becoming sexless creatures. You know, sex is not, somehow we're driving out that instinct slowly, you know. But it's happening. I mean, you know, fewer and fewer people are choosing marriage as a route. Fewer and fewer people are choosing to have children. That's worldwide. Education does some of that, and that's good in some ways, I guess. Of course, it puts less strain on the earth to supply the resources to maintain the large population, but no, it is. The curve for population growth, you know, it used to be kind of going, you know, like this, and now it's kind of plateauing, and they say in the next 20 years it'll actually start to turn down, and I believe that, and the reason is as we move towards this quote sexless society, which we're moving towards. I mean, when you get lesbian, gay, transsexual, bisexual, and question mark, and heterosexuals not even mentioned in that group, gives you an idea, and it's been promoted. You know, the politicians are, particularly the Democratic Party, is promoting it because they get most of those votes. And and you know, it's in textbooks now, and kids will pick it up. It's in the movies now. Kids will pick it up, and it'll become a way of their life, part of their life. And it's just the way it is, just a change. Or where are we headed? You know, I'll tell you where we're headed. Men and women are faced with the same problem. How to keep a job for 20 or 30 years and retire. It ain't happening anymore, or rarely, because the jobs are here and then they're gone, or they change, or technology puts them out of business, or they go overseas. And all these things are happening as we speak. So with the advent of technological change occurring as fast as it is, men and women face a hell of a challenge. You know, how to pick a profession or be flexible enough in any profession to move along the path of technological change as it occurs, because it's happening quick. And also we got automation. All the lower jobs, I've mentioned this, all the low skilled jobs are being automated right out of existence. And where do those people go? They got to go on welfare, no choice, or else they got to go rob somebody. And but the another step in the technological revolution, I guess you'd say, is robotics. And you know, a lot of people may feel like that's not moving that fast, but it is moving very quickly. I mean, you look at the new Tesla Gigafactory out in Nevada, that's somewhere near Reno, Nevada in the USA, the largest building factory ever. And they did a little tour of it. You didn't get to see much because it's all classified. And what I was able to see was there's nobody in there. There's no humans. There's a lot of machines doing, you know, but no humans. Very, 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 very few. I bet he doesn't have 100 employees in that whole building. Amazing. And they're going to produce 500,000 cars a year there, or plan to, and they probably will. And they're going to produce lithium-ion batteries for not only their cars, but for other cars across the world and other things, storage devices for home, because he's tying it all together with his solar city, which produces, you know, solar energy. And, you know, you get one of the biggest problems with solar energy is storing it, because, you know, during the day you're getting energy from the sun, storing it in batteries, but you have to have a battery pack large enough to store energy to get you through the night if you're running fans, and you can't run an air conditioner yet. Well, you can with a very large system, very large, you know, but most systems right now, that's out of reach for the average guy. But anyway, this all goes back to this individual pointing out that, you know, this MGTOW, you know, men going their own way, and there were a lot of comments about that. And apparently, and it apparently is interesting that, you know, these things are coming along. I mean, I didn't even know it was. I didn't even know there was a quote a bumper sticker for that. Of course, when I grew up, it was different in so many ways. We didn't have any internet, no cell phones, none of that crap. And so communication was basically by word of mouth. And word of mouth is a very poor way to communicate because it's very slow. We're listening a lot faster than we're speaking. And so what happens is people tune you out. That's why TV commentators talk real fast, or try to, because if they don't, they lose their audience. I mean, if they talk like me, hey, how you guys doing? You know, they're gone. You know, their mind is racing ahead and tuning you out. So the point of this video is to just make you aware of the fact that MGTOW, I named, and FGTOW, MGTOW and FGTOW, MGTOW and FGTOW. I'm not even sure FGTOW exists, probably does. Men going their own way. You know, I mean, it's an interesting thing, label, I guess you'd say. And it certainly would give you something to talk about, but, you know, just make your choice and forget the labels and do what the hell you want to do and screw them. That's it, guys. You know, pick your direction. If, you know, and that's another thing. If you stay focused on your task at hand, whatever it happens to be, you'll be much more successful than being fragmented. You will be. You know, in other words, blitzkrieg is lightning warfare. That was, you know, that was Hitler's big thing. Blitzkrieg, which meant you just focused all your energy and struck like lightning on the target. And that was a very successful way of warfare. It still is today. I mean, what you do is you just concentrate your forces and annihilate small targets until pretty soon you've amassed a vast area of Earth. And he did that and was very successful and would have won World War II, or he would have controlled Europe had it not been for the USA getting involved in that. But that's a whole other topic. But anyway, just wanted to touch on the MGTOW and the comment by the lady FGTOW, which balances out the equation. Here's one this is from an Asian somewhere, maybe Taiwan. I'm not sure. He says, I was the only male registered nurse in many settings for decades and am still in the minority, which works out great for me. Apparently likes that being around those ladies. Hey, cut that out, guy. The glass ceiling seems only to apply to women, as I have no problem with advancement in my chosen career. And, that glass ceiling, that's all just created. Okay, that's a political creation to get somebody elected, and I can't think of the name. But all this is an illusion. There are no glass ceilings. If you're good enough, you'll do it. If you're not good enough, you won't. And anybody can make excuses why they're not successful. Well, it's because I'm this or I'm that, or they're this and they're that, and they're just not letting me do it. That's all bullshit. That's all crap. If you've got it in you and you've got the drive, you're going to be successful, and that's it. And nobody can stop you. That's it. Nobody except you, and this thing right up here, your human mind. Anyway, having said that, enjoy your day. Carpe diem. Adios. Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Get back. Bye. Bye. See, I did that pretty good. I hope these are turning out all right.